Okay, so for starters, I love her sense of humor. You know, she was like Mama That Burn, like that part right there, because it's just, I love her sense of humor. Um, but overall, it's just like, I don't understand how people can wear these type of wigs, the braided wig specifically, because it's just like, for one, you can tell that's not your scalp, and then in order for it to look like your scalp, or to get it to look like your scalp, you have to apply a whole bunch of maintenance. I mean, yeah, such as makeup. You know, you have to critique it in a way where it's just too much energy. It's doing too much to the scalp just to get it to look like a human scalp after you apply the wig. Um, at the same time, I feel like it's just like wearing a hat on your head all day is uncomfortable. I don't know why it's so uncomfortable, because I used to wear them all the time, but it's just the material of the wig, like that the material of the wig inside is so uncomfortable, you know, and it's just like, you know, how do you just bear it? Like, how do you tolerate wearing that wig on your head all day when it feels like that, you know? And then it's just, it's not uncomfortable like on top of your head. It's just uncomfortable towards the edges. Like, you can constantly feel it rubbing against your ear and stuff like that. So yeah, the braided wigs I'm not for, just because of how much you have to um, apply to the fake scalp to make it look like the scalp, the makeup and stuff. And even then, you can tell it's a wig because the sun is beaming on the scalp of that wig, and you can tell it's not a real scalp. Um, so yeah, I wouldn't recommend those type of wigs unless they change the material and make it look like a scalp, because there are wigs out there that do look like a scalp. But as for braids, I just don't think it can get any better than what they already have. Um, so yeah, I just don't like the wigs overall. So it's a no for me when it comes to the braided wigs. Not the single braided wigs. Even the single braided wigs ain't good enough. But the French braided wigs, that's just a no. You know, it's just, yeah, it's just as bad as the single braided wigs, because it's less that you can do with it, for one. But I would recommend the single braided wigs, the singles and stuff, over the French braided wigs any day.